I have my contact information in the description of every single video with my email and my preferred method of Instagram, and I always invite people to reach out when they need help, and I take great pride in getting back to every single person personally. I do everything on this channel. I don't have a team. I respond to all the comments. I make the videos, edit, thumbnail, all that stuff. It's all me. Now, with that, the most common reason people reach out to me is they're experiencing some kind of problem or issue with their beard and they want my advice to help. Now, it would be irresponsible of me to just simply give the advice that they're looking for because almost always it's, I'm having this problem, what product will fix it? And unfortunately, this video is about likely the most common cause of their problems, and there's no product that's going to fix it. And it would be irresponsible of me to just slap on products and say, fix it with this, fix it with that, because so many guys are facing problems with their beard simply because of stress. Anxiety, worry, pressure, that internal feeling of your heart rate going a little bit faster, whether it's money, relationship, or even things that can cause stress like low testosterone and environmental causes. It's something that a lot of guys don't like to face or don't want to look at. And if their beard is dry, if their beard is feeling off, if it's not growing the right way, if it started styling in just a way that they don't agree with, that hasn't been the same, they want to switch up the oil. They want to change the tool, what wash, what conditioner, but they don't want to face the reality that it is stress. Because a lot of guys view stress as something that is out of their control. And I'm not here to say that it is. I'm not here to say that it isn't. But I wanted to make a video that was dedicated to how impactful stress can be on your beard in a negative way. Now, I have touched on stress many times on this channel, especially on my live streams, guys. I do live streams at least twice a week and then some random ones. And I've covered different videos about beards going gray and just different aspects about stress in the past. But I've been getting so many situations that all look the same. Dan, I have this problem. What will fix it? Hey, man, have you looked at your life? Has there been like a job change or any kind of like new stress that's going on? And oftentimes they'll say, no, not really. But eventually they come back and they're like, dude, I got to tell you, you were right. It was stress. This happened at work. I was going through a tough time. I'm doing better now. My beard feels better. Or even it just kind of sinks in where they're like, you know what, man, I have been more stressed. This is going on. Living the life of a man that provides for your family can be very stressful. Even just existing in general can be stressful, right? And I fully understand having stress as a cause of issues for your beard may be a vicious cycle where now you stress about that, which creates more stress, which then you stress more about, and it just keeps recycling itself. Understood? But I do believe knowledge is power. And I do believe that the more you know, the better you can help your beard. So I do want to dive in a little bit more. I know that was kind of like the bulk of the video already. Once I get talking about something I'm passionate about, it just kind of goes. I don't have notes. I don't have a teleprompter or anything like that. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I'm going to get a couple more details, including a study that I will link in the description. This isn't just me talking, but my name is Dan, C-Bearded. I love everything related to beards. Maybe above that, I love helping people. I love people enjoying their life and making the most out of it and remaining positive. If that sounds like something you can get behind, all I ask is a free thumbs up on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you're not. I truly believe you are what you consume, and this channel is based on positive vibes, on good food for thought, calming videos, and it could be good to lower that stress. Shout out to those returning subscribers. So I did link a study in the description just to straight up show, peer-reviewed medical study, to show that stress directly impacts hair growth, hair health, and just everything related to your beard. It can change the way it feels, literally the feel. It can change the way it looks, the way it styles. It can change the way it grows. There's so many negative aspects of that stress. And to kind of break it down. Now, again, I've said this a few times on the channel, but it's worth hearing again, and many people will hear it for the first time. When you are stressed, it is a biological reaction. It is your body telling you something is wrong, right? We can go all the way back to the primal days, and right, stress is something that might be killing you, so your body just goes into this fight or flight mode. Well, today we have a different world, but we have the same kind of hardwire. And when you feel like you're stressed over money or relationships, your body goes into protection mode. And the two things that your body finds the least important right away off the jump would be your hair and your nails. All hair and all nails. So what it's going to do is it has all these nutrients that are routed to those sources of your hair, right? We have blood vessels that are going to every single hair on your body. They're going to cut those off, or at least greatly restrict them, so you're not getting as much of the nutrients in that delivery system that your beard deserves. So when you're not getting that, they're not as well hydrated, so it's not going to feel as good. You're not getting the nutrients for growth, so it's not going to grow as fast. And overall, the skin, the hair, is just going to take a negative hit. Now, if it's a peak, you have a real stressful day, week, or even a month, it's going to bounce back quickly. That's the beautiful thing here. If you lower your stress, especially in that short term kind of bumped up stress, you're going to notice that difference right away. If you have a good, calm day, you string a couple together, your beard's going to bounce back, and there's likely no permanent damage whatsoever. Now, if we're talking about, dude, I've been living a stressful job and life for like 8 years now, and it's been heightened this whole time. I've had to get on blood thinners and medications because of this and that. That's a different story. We might be looking at some kind of prolonged damage to the beard. It might even be permanent damage to the beard, but you'll know. You'll have breakage. You'll have split ends. If that's the case, you do need to trim that part off, but the beard grows in fresh. It grows in healthy. So the second you lower that stress, the better that new growth is going to come in. So I don't have the perfect answer. I don't have the solution. But I don't want us to play a fool's game of trying to cover up problems with things like products. I don't want you wasting money and spending things on a solution that doesn't exist. I think we got to face reality. And if the reality is I'm in a stressful chapter of my life, let's do the best we can. And then when that chapter turns over, now we're off to the races and making that beard as great as possible. But if it is something that is within your control and you were just kind of pushing it off and you didn't want to face the reality, maybe this is that little bump to say, hey man, life is meant to be enjoyed. Let's do our best to try and worry about what we can control and accept the rest. I'm not perfect at that, but I work really hard, and I really like the results that I get when I am focused on lowering my stress and focusing on what I can control. So down below, you guys, what has your experience been with stress related to your beard? Do you have anything to add on to the video? And then especially, do you have any questions that you would like for me to clarify? This is a topic that's not the most fun to talk about. It's not about new things and selling things, but I do believe it can genuinely help somebody out there, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Thank you guys for listening, especially if you made it this far. My name's Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.